everyone. Another great week of wrestling. Well, depending on what Tasha has to say, she had some she ventured out today. She ventured out this week and got to do some meet and greeting and I figured that we would talk about it on the show today before we went into this week's wrestling.
hmm
So what was up? What happened with your meet and greets?
So Friday, um, I went. Girl, hush. I went to Edgewood, Kentucky, at Kroger's, in Edgewood, I should say, and I met Alexa Bliss. Um, she was very, very nice, and she signed. I got a free cup, and I'm just like, okay, here. And she signed my cup. So,
Uh-huh.
and I got to take a picture with her. Um, and then because they kind of speeding people through.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. So,
um,
unfortunately, I go through that at concerts. So yeah, I get the concept.
yeah. Well, Angelo Dawkins, it wasn't his fault. It's not even their fault. I didn't know. Um, it was doing a meet and greet with him. Um, and my son and me, we went to the campus, and we were waiting like for a long, long time.
Uh-huh.
But unfortunately, they said we needed to have a ticket to the game. Um, and I didn't know that we need to have a ticket to the game do the meet and greet. So that sucked, but you know,
Yeah, that I hate when they don't specify stuff like that.
yeah. And I told him I was like, I'm not trying to go to the game. I just want to do the meet and greet. That's it. Oh
Right,
well, we can't do. Oh my God. So that was disappointing, but
right. Yeah,
uh, we we
that
did get to at
that
least
was
see him.
yeah, that was definitely on whoever advertised it, that was on them. I
Hmm
actually had something happen and I had to show some friends of mine. I had two different things happen kind of on that front. Um, One was I have some local friends uh that have a band and they were playing with Trapped down at downtown. Well, online it said that the show started at 8. It
hmm
actually started at 7. So when I showed up, they had just got done. And I went online and I showed him where it told me, like, yeah, it said I was supposed to be here at 8, bro. I really came to see y'all. Um, I didn't just come to see Trapped, I came to see them too. And then Godsmack, I paid a lot of money to see them come to Cincinnati. And it said something about a meet and greet photo. Yeah, it was a banner at a campus.
hmm Oh my God.
Yeah, and I paid like three something for my ticket.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was not
Unfortunately,
happy.
yeah.
I'm still not happy when I think about that
Yeah.
one. That one and when I went to see live see live and Fuel at the casino. Yeah,
hmm
I thought I was gonna get to do a meet and greet with some people, and they were like, "No, you just
Yeah.
we got you some VIP. You can, if you want, you can come over here to the side, and we got snacks, and you can sit." And I'm like, the snacks and everything is cool, but I want to meet Fuel.
Okay, wait a minute. You get VIP, but
Mm-hmm.
all you get is snacks.
Yeah, yeah. There was
That's
a little
insane.
area to the side where you could sit in some comfortable chairs on the side, not like up front, not on stage or anything, on the side.
That's crazy.
I'm on the rail. No, I'm right here. Everything is right here in front of me. I took like some Sprite or whatever, but it was like no, no,
Yeah.
three 300. Excuse me, no, 300 some dollars. I expect to see me some band members. I don't care
Yeah.
if all they do is come up to me and hug me, take a picture, and go away. 300
hmm
bucks.
Yeah.
So, but
It's
I mean, the show itself was great, but it was just that expectancy of the extra stuff that I
mm-hmm.
did not get. That
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, this just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So I totally get where you're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I was so appreciative of one Kevin Owens, aka Kevin Steen, his last little stint in Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
I had somebody take the picture for me. They told me the picture was good. When I looked at the picture after I had left him, I found out it wasn't. So I went and I found the meet and greet crew. I showed them the picture. I asked them like, "Hey, can you talk to Kevin?" And he was nice enough to come back out. Now, I don't
Oh,
follow the bloggers, so I it didn't click in my head that when he was taking some time off to be with his family down in Florida, it didn't click that he was going. So, um, but yeah,
mm-hmm.
but yeah, so that one was a good experience where something that went bad and they Kevin was nice enough to
Yeah.
hook it up. So, uh, be a fan of Kevin Owens, no matter
Yeah. I'm all right. Oh, that's
no matter how
no
heelish
brainer.
no
No
matter
brainer.
how heelish he is acting.
I love
It
Kevin Owens.
um and the one thing that they do it sometimes, but they really used to do it in ROH. That little stuff where they say like whatever they want to the crowd.
Mm.
Oh my God. Him and what was that one manager's name?
Oh, Carino,
Carino. Was it Carino?
Steve Carino. Is that his name Steve Carino?
No, I feel like it was somebody else, but it might have been
What was he
Carino, but
with?
yeah, they had no bones. They talk about your mama. They talk you say anything derogatory, they bringing it right back to you. It was,
Yeah.
but yeah. But anyway, let's get started. What did you think of wrestling this week?
Uh, what did I think of wrestling this week? It was okay. Um, I'm glad that I guess I'm just wondering what's going to happen with this Roman Reigns Uso thing.
It
I
it
I think that back in 2020, it was Jay's coming of age story. Even though Roman was the centerpiece, it was about Jay. With this one, this iteration of it, I think it needs to be Jimmy's. Um, because Jimmy was hurt and he was having dealing with his injuries or whatever. So, um, I think it needs to be his coming of age story
and
because
that's the
because
way it seems like it's playing out. That seems like that's what it's going to be, and I'm not looking forward to it. Um,
one,
because I wasn't really on. I told you many a times over the 4 years. Is it it? Is it done yet? Is it done yet? Is it done yet?
it is technically because they just it's just them three.
But they're
It's
bringing it
not,
back. But to me, they bringing it back, and I just I'm not.
but it's not Solo, it's not Sammy, it's not Jacob. Um,
Now, because remember they're all still family, so we're going and eventually they're gonna figure out a way because Solo is building his army, so it's gonna have to end up and we'll get to that because we heard what he said on SmackDown. He said he's missing one more piece, and I'm like, oh God.
with Timo, I
At at
think
at,
I think um I think
at
Jacob needs to go to Raw.
at this point, I wish to God that they would just take all of the Samoans and take all of the Don Callis family and just
Uh,
give them their own show. Like boom. And then like whoever the WWE and AEW ain't using, you could have them pop up and be more people in the family and and just have them fight each other. I just
yeah, I think that Jacob needs to go to Raw. Um, Not necessarily to be with the
you,
Roman and the Usos,
you know that's
but to carve his own path. Like he could be like Intercontinental Champion,
no.
you know.
No, you and I both know we've discussed this, and I know I probably annoy you at some points when it turns out that I pretty much call it. Don't you know if he go over to Raw, they ain't gonna be able to help themselves. The fans are gonna want him with Jay and the other Usos and Roman, and it's gonna happen. The only way he gonna be able to carve out his own is unfortunately he got two options, and neither one of them, only one of them is it. One of them is gonna be a half shine moment, and the other one is gonna be a excuse me. He doesn't need any fine tuning, and that's Evolve, and that's and that's NXT. Those are gonna be his only spots to really where there ain't no Usos of any kind. He ain't gonna end up fighting with no Usos unless they decide to come over there and go for a championship once he gets it on himself, which you know that that's possible. And because they can't, they got to put them together. They gotta bring them together like magnets. It's like all right, Roman, we'll do like you ask, but we're gonna make them fight a lot. They go fight each other a lot. So hey, like I said, you said you wanted solo with a title. I said, why you doing that to Jacob? You know they taking his because he ain't getting nobody else's title. They go give him they they gonna give him Jacobs, and what happened? They gave him Jacobs.
Well, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's not going to get it like Cody's like. Uh, but anyway, um, they got Io and Rhea teaming up
Yeah,
against the Kabuki Warriors.
yeah. They started off the show with Rhea dressing the Kabuki Warriors. Io ended up coming out to help her because they attacked her,
She
and
sprayed her face.
yeah, yeah. Which you knew that was coming. You knew it. Uh, so there's that, and then Rusev took on Dom.
Oh my god. The El Grande Americano helped him, right? Right?
No,
Didn't
no,
he do something?
no. He did the Eddie thing. Re-
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right.
Remember,
That's right.
he got
Yeah, yeah,
caught throwing the
yeah.
belt at
The
Rusev,
ref
but the
was
ref
like,
saw him. He's
yeah,
like, dude, you ain't that good.
yeah.
Like
Oh,
get
okay, yeah,
up,
yeah. I
and
remember
then and
now.
then he kicked him low, and which you saw Finn and JD, they was already ready to leave anyway.
Yeah,
So so the ref saying it was like, oh well, we might have stuck around, but you heard the ref, we gotta go.
yeah.
And to me at this point, it's time to start replacing people. And now you got even more choices.
Mm.
Alistair's back. You can have Alistair join Judgment Day. Yes. Yes. You could have Alistair join Judgment Day, have them truly go back dark, and then really give
Be
me
House of Black Part 2.
and then really have it go and then really have a go. Give me an honest to God Wyatt 6 versus Judgment Day. the mic skills of Alistair would be great with Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Tay Tay. I call him Uncle Tay Tay.
Uncle Bolib. Yeah. Okay. I need them to do me a favor with this Alistair thing. I need them to really make people pay. I need Dom to pay. I need it. I I I need him to I
Well,
need
you know, Penta coming after him, so
I need people to pay so bad. We'll see. We'll see. That's the thing. Penta right now he's tied up with the Judgment Day, and I'm kind of glad of that because I don't want them unless they gonna let Penta go. I don't want in any way, shape, or form something to end up happening where Penta hooks up with Rusev because I don't want them to water down Rusev. They've already watered down Penta. Unless you gonna take him back to his Penta days, don't put him in a situation where it's him and Rusev on the same side going against the Judgment Day, unless you let them both truly go in their own forms of darkness. Now, I am all for that. There will be violence. It will be great, but I know that that's not what they're gonna give me. You know, the
mm.
kids are watching. Kids are watching. You gotta set an example to a certain extent.
And then I gotta watch that interview, but I read somewhere where he said that he wouldn't mind going to TNA to be the TNA champion again.
Who, Penta?
Hmm.
Of course, because he's probably seen the writing on the wall. If he ends up being a champion, unfortunately, as much as I hate to say
Well,
it,
I also read that the Lucha Bros is supposed to get together.
I, mm-mm, mm-mm. I, I,
No
I
Lucha
told
Bros.
I told you that from the moment you mentioned it before either one of them got there. I don't. Mm-mm, no.
You don't want it?
I don't want it because I know I'm not gonna get what I want from it. And if I'm not gonna get what I want from it, what's the point? Yeah, they done already disappointed me in their appearances being there because of what they have to offer them in terms of matches. And that was exactly why I told you I didn't want them there. They were gonna water them down and they were gonna water them down. And in terms of who will really accentuate the type of matches that would accentuate their talent and really push them, they're not going to put them in the matches with them people because they don't have enough of them.
That's not their fault.
True. But again, it opens up the door to them getting buried, which is another reason why I don't want it. I don't want them buried. You putting them, don't shake your head. No, you know they figure out a way to do it.
No, I
Nobody
mean I don't want them buried either.
I like you know they figure out a way to make it happen, and as soon as you get what you really want, and it don't click because they don't have everything precisely to do it exactly right. They don't have it where they can position everything because they have people that could give us what they want. Like they could put them against Los Garza, but how many of them matches are you gonna want to see before you get sick of it?
Lucha Bros.
Hmm? Yeah. That's what I'm saying. But how many of those matches are you gonna see before you like, okay, give me somebody else? Well, we don't have very many other people. This ain't AEW.
Did you see that? I'm jumping ahead, but did you see that Javon Evans and Ray Phoenix versus Los Garza?
I did.
It was a good match.
It was.
It was.
LA Knight. LA Knight was talking to Pierce when the New Day walked up. They were angry. They were angry because their guy Waller, even though they won't make him an official member, he's a good groupie, and now he's out because he got Mexican destroyed, and so they weren't happy. And that set up a match. with LA and Kofi, which they also weren't happy with because they weren't trying to
Mhm.
get that. They were trying to get a tag title shot.
Mhm.
Then of course you saw Cody's bus outside.
Right.
Then they did the build up, and then they did the Lyra Bailey recap, and then Bailey came to her
Mhm.
once again saying, "Hey, come down ringside with me." Lyra was like, "Yeah, nah, I fell for that once. I'm not falling for that again."
Right.
Um, so that's not happening. And that takes us to the match with Raquel and Bailey, who won via Roxanne.
Mhm. Mhm.
I I wish Raquel would remember the reason why she was out for a while.
She
What
had a skin condition.
she had a skin condition, and two of the people that gave her hell, two of the three, Roxanne and Liv, and she's paired up with both of them. I wish she would remember that,
Mhm.
and the fact that every time she was going for a title, who was in her way? It was Liv, it was Roxanne, along with Rhea.
Yeah.
It's annoying. So, yeah, Roxanne obviously she starts attacking Bailey, and Lyra comes out and helps her out, and then Bailey flips out and clears the ring because she sees Lyra getting hurt.
Mhm.
LA Knight versus Kofi, pretty good match.
Mhm. They
LA
need to
wins.
bring Kofi. They need to bring Kofi back.
And
Not
then,
this Kofi, but Kofi.
but then that means the official end of the New Day.
Mhm. So be it. So be it.
They can't do that.
Yeah.
They
Um,
if they do that, like we talked about some of these other people, let's get real. Kofi, they might be able to try to remanufacture Kofi Mania, but where would that leave Xavier? Xavier has done a lot for them,
yep.
and that would essentially leave him in the lurch unless they sent him to like
And
which
next year.
NXT or Evolve. I mean, as a wrestler, he's the man. Although he was to me the Credence when he was Credence,
Mhm.
him as Credence was better than anything that he's done as Xavier Woods. So, um, and he's done a lot. So, no disrespect, but still, I
Mhm.
liked him better as Credence in TNA. Um, so yeah, so SmackDown recap. And then Maxine is talking to Tozawa when Becky walks up, being her bully self.
That was that was SmackDown, was it? Okay.
No, it was Raw.
Oh, okay, okay, never mind.
Yeah, yeah, I'm talking about Raw. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Um, and then that seems to be opening the door to
Oh yeah, because
yeah,
Seth was like, "Yeah, you feel all right now? You good?"
yeah, they seem to be opening the door to try to give Maxine a push. Me and you talked about this last week. I don't know how I
Uh,
feel about it.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, she's been talking to when she was talking to Pierce about getting an opportunity. Wasn't it Becky that walked up messing with her? And then
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
and then and then this week she's talking to Tozawa, and then Becky comes up being her bully self, and she bullying Tozawa, and then she bullying Maxine. It seems like they're going for something, and the only reason I would see them remanufacturing this match is if they're setting Becky up for something, but they got to get that title off of her. And obviously Lyra can't come back and get it as long as she's champion. So maybe they could do a segue. She fluke wins,
Hmm.
and then that opens up the door for Lyra to go back after the title. And voila, either Lyra ends back up with the title or Maxine gets over enough to where people are cool with her holding the title. And there you go.
Mm,
Hmm.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
I don't know about it either, but I can see them doing it for the sake of doing it because they're the WWE. And what am I going to do about it? Stop watching?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
It's like there still be billions and billions of people still watching. They'll get over it. It There'll still be billions and billions of people making reels, posting them online. They'll get over it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Ba 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 ba. Cody and Seth talk one-on-one after Seth addresses the universe. Seth tells Cody that the WWE industry runs through him,
Uh-huh.
and they were never friends. Which,
Yeah.
no offense to people in their memory, he shouldn't have had to tell Cody that. I don't know why Cody thought that because he told him that that day. He told him that during that time. He told him that they weren't friends.
Who Seth did?
Yeah.
Mm.
He said he let him know like, no, I'm not doing this because we cool. I'm doing this because the
I
blood
don't like Roman.
right, the
Enemy of
bloodline
my
needs to go
enemy.
down. It's like this.
Enemy of my enemy is my friend.
So yeah, yeah. So that part seemed to, but I did like what Cody did about bringing up, making him paranoid about Paul, because I'm telling you,
Did you see? Okay, so when they went to challenge the Usos, right? At the end, you see how he came and he was like, I have to beat him. I have to beat him. And they were just looking at him like, okay.
because they had never seen him acting like that, and so Ia tells Rhea at this point that, hey, I got you back. We gonna take on the Kabuki Warriors. 'Cause I'm tired. I'm tired of Asuka. I'm tired of her crap. And
Hmm.
and
Rhea was like,
obviously, yeah, obviously Rhea's like, that sounds all great and all, but uh
let me just say one little thing here.
yeah. Yeah, are you sure about this? Because that's going to be a heck of a beatdown in my favor if you decide at the last minute that you can't go through with taking her on.
Mm,
That's going to be a heck of a beatdown. I don't know if I want to take that beatdown. I don't mind a beatdown that I can clearly see coming. I don't have a I don't mind taking a beat down from known enemies, but I do not want to take a beat down from somebody that's supposed to be on my team siding with my enemy.
you're right.
So it just I will commend the WWE on their ability. Granted, technically, I personally have seen these instances over and over and over, but I commend them on, at least me personally, them keeping me interested in watching it, even though I can think of the instances where they did the same exact scenario and like who was involved. You could think of it at different times and everything. And
Hmm.
um, come on, Dallas. Sorry. Um,
I'm watching this WrestleMania, and they're saying WWE is starting to decline now. Like that makes sense.
they're always gonna say that, and
Do you see their prices?
yeah, I've been aware of that for years, and people been complaining about that for years. Again, the WWE will hear it, but until people stop coming, until Triple H stops saying we broke a new record every pay-per-view,
Yeah.
until that happens, which it has, until that happens again, just
Oh my God.
grab you a dose of get over it.
Oh my God. On February 24th that Raw is coming here.
Okay. I'll try to get ahead on it and make sure I
Yeah.
can
I'm
make
gonna
sure.
try to I'm gonna try to go there, go to that show.
Yeah. So now AJ Styles Dragon Lee versus Los Americanos. Mm, that was a great match.
Yeah.
Um they were able to take care of the outside interference thing, and it was a great match.
Hmm.
Um
I gotta tell my son now, like, Raw coming to Cincinnati in February.
They do a WWE match preview, a Crown Jewel preview, and then Stephanie Vaquers asked about Tiffany Stratton,
Hmm.
and then Tiffany Stratton addresses Stephanie and her rise to glory, and to basically to where she's like you just got to where I've been for a while, which I mean that's pretty smug of her. But you know, you can't argue with the truth, right? Uh,
They say it hurts for a reason.
so next up was the tornado match with the Brown Bronze.
Hmm.
Seth is obviously concerned, which leaves the
Hmm.
Oracle concerned.
He was concerned about Cody.
Yeah, which
Yes.
which obviously left the Oracle concerned. Uh, so the match is happening. Same old, usual Bronze domination
Hmm.
with the occasional Usos, you know, putting up a fighting a good fight. And then the Oracle's nightmare came true because
Yep. Roman came back.
Roman returned and he was not happy. And
Mhm.
since it was a tornado tag match,
Yeah.
any interference means
It's
nothing.
okay. Yeah.
So, so Jimmy comes down, and then yeah, that little sequence at the end is what told me that I do not want uh a bloodline situation going where even with Jay at the head with Roman as an advisor. I no, I don't want it. Uh
I don't know. Um, I just don't know what that's gonna be like because he kind of just left Jimmy in the background, and Jimmy was looking like, "What the?" So,
all right.
oh girl,
Going throw a little curveball in the game. And
okay,
I'm gonna go with Dynamite next first. Uh
okay,
so did you watch Dynamite?
I did.
What'd you think of Dynamite?
Uh, it was good.
I'm already over the Don Callis family at this point.
I know, yeah. That that was insane. Like, you mean to tell me Andrade just jumped?
Not only did he jump back to AEW, but then he jumped right into the Don Callis.
The
It's
Don
like,
Callis family, yeah.
so basically, here's what's going to happen. As much as MJF wants his title, he's going to have to hook up with everybody he can't stand. He's going to have to. And it will depend on who he hooks up with as to whether they will have a snowball chance in hell of messing with the Don Callis family.
I know. It's just like, man, you talking about NWO.
Right.
Mhm.
NWO 3.0. We got the Bloodline, they was 2.0, and now we got 3.0. We got and then what are you doing with everybody? Although the one saving grace that I have for the situation is that Takeshita and Okada can't stand
Yeah.
each other.
They
So I
can't
got a
stand each
feeling
other. Yeah.
one or both of them is not going to be there much longer.
Yeah.
And that if they'll come out, I will feel some bit of okay, cool.
Hmm.
Um, although I am kind of scratching my head. I know it stems from like back in the day stuff. Thank you, Cowboys. Anyway,
Hmm.
um,
Is that your favorite thing?
no, but that's who I picked on my picks, and I need them to win today. So, and they're
Gotcha, gotcha,
winning
gotcha.
today. So, uh, so yeah, this is getting too big, and you don't know what the direction is. Because remember, they have Archer, Brian Cage, technically, um, the Beast Mortos can't figure out. We never officially figured out if he's LFI or the Don Callis family.
Oh yeah? Yeah. Oh,
Remember?
yeah. Yeah. That's confusing.
Yeah. So he tends to show up with Don
I
Callis.
wonder I wonder is he going to be because Sammy Guevara is in LFI now.
I know he's still with LFI right now. We mostly see him with LFI or in singles, but they
Hmm.
never officially said whether or not he officially picked LFI or not.
Right.
So there's that. Um, but yeah, if I can foresee this being so bad that for
Hmm.
now, uh Jack Perry and Luchasaurus is gonna have to make amends with the Young Bucks because they're gonna have to join up with MJF, who's gonna have to join up with Kenny Omega, who's gonna have to join up with Cowboy and 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 the Hurt Syndicate and the Ops, which would which at that point would make Dean have to pick a side.
Hmm. Hmm.
Him and Pac would have to pick a side. I unfortunately could see them causing a problem for everybody that I just mentioned, and I could see them just for things that like would irritate you even more. I could see them going, "Oh yeah, we'll join up with Don." Yeah, Yep, there it is. Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, see, we're on the same wavelength at times, and then that would make it where Ricochet would have to pick a side,
Oh Lord.
and hopefully he be now 9 times out of 10 that could be another issue with him joining the Di Callis family, but to make it really interesting, it would be cool if he joined the other side because that would make it kind of even. You, you'd have to pick through and figure out who you want going against who. Uh,
No, you don't like the demand.
huh?
You don't like the demand.
Demand.
Yeah, that's their group called now. The demand.
Oh, I didn't realize that because of the fact that every time Gates of Agony come out, they call them GOA.
Yeah,
It's like okay,
they're called the demand.
okay, all right. Well, there you go.
Wow, 10 years. Anjana Zillifa too. And he spent 6 years in prison, but he was sentenced to 10 years in prison.
So, yeah, and so Young Bucks versus Brodito and Brodito and Omega and the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander.
Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard when they showed him spending all that money to conceive. And the Matt was looking at him like, then they said the broke bucks. Oh my gosh, I laughed so hard.
So, yeah. So obviously after the match, Omega and Brodito won. After the match, Josh Alexander decides to attack Omega in the middle of the Young Bucks and Omega looking like they were getting ready to patch things up.
Hmm.
And he was expecting some help from the Young Bucks, and but they were like, "Mm, nah, nah, maybe not on that." And then Jack Perry and Luchasaurus come out and they attack the Young Bucks,
Hmm.
which uh it's like, wow. Like you take him in out of nowhere from the patriarchy who just revived him, and then you make a vignette where you steal him, go back to the same room that the patriarch had him in, and then you reprogram him.
Yeah.
So,
Ah.
so, so when people make fun of AEW and some of these storylines, because I when I saw that I started laughing. That
Mm.
I'm sorry, that's funny. That's entertainment. That was entertaining to me just because of the outlandishly ridiculousness of it. It's like, oh, so you basically you kidnapped Big Luchasaurus
Hmm.
and you put him in a room and reprogrammed him, and now it's back
It's all good. Yeah.
to Jack Perry and Luchasaurus. Which I guess works for him because Kip was kind of mad at him anyway. So I
Yeah.
mean that he needed a place where he was accepted. So you really didn't know where Mama stood.
Hmm.
So so the Young Bucks and Jack Perry are attacking each other.
Hmm. And then they went back to
And then Omega decides to address the company and address the audience and every wrestler, which I would love to ask him, like, do you really mean like everybody that's ever graced AEW? So does that include Punk and Cody? That's that. I just as asking for a friend. It's like when you say everybody,
Hmm.
everybody that has helped AEW, are you talking about Jericho? Because I know there was a few people that had some issue with Jericho, um, especially when that NDA stuff, when he commented on that NDA stuff, and then stuff started coming out about him and the one young lady that's back in the WWE now. Uh, so mm, they do a 6 year recap, and then Briscoe addresses MJF. One of these days, I need that whole beef to be over.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. But okay.
Well, just the way he left it, and then kind of the way MJF was talking, I could see MJF hearing what he had to say and deciding when he came back. Because last I checked, Briscoe beat him the last time they fought. So I could see.
Yeah, but it's okay. Okay, I get it.
Right. And he was
Okay.
happy that he lost to Briscoe. So I could
Yeah.
see him making a point. The first person he got to see is Mr. Briscoe.
Hmm.
So but at this point, I need him to come back with some vengeance on somebody else other than Briscoe. Um, but yeah. So Kyle Fletcher takes on Orange Cassidy. Match was good for the most part. Um, the ending was predictable. As soon as I saw whether he's hologram or clone hologram,
Oh,
uh,
I don't know that story. That don't make sense either.
I, yeah, and I'm with you because is he clone, and that means that they beat down the original hologram, and eventually he's gonna come out, and they have to face each other. Uh, well, I mean, hey, they got to put some explanation to this. They got to make it make sense. Uh, and then the rest of the Don Callis family and all their NWO hugeness came out to the ramp. All right, so Monet addresses her championship run and the tag team titles when who should arrive but Harley.
I like Harley Cameron.
I she's silly and she is entertaining and but her not being able to make up her mind who she wants to be hanging with just, and it just so happens that she's wanting to hang around two people with singles titles. I'm getting a little curious. Is this a coattails thing, or is this a when you least suspect it, she gonna double
Mhm.
cross somebody? Death Riders versus Cowboy and the Ops.
Oh God, that's Samoa Joe.
Don't disrespect it. As much as I want to say that he was out of line, because I was confused too. Because I was like, wait a minute, why is that title on the floor? And he's looking at it, and it's like he looked at the title on the ground, and he looked at, and I'm like, oh. I'm like, I was like, is that Shibata's belt? I mean, why is that belt on the floor? And then I noticed there wasn't no belt in his hand, and I'm like,
Hmm.
oh no,
Yep.
oh no, 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 no. And of course,
You
yeah,
see, you see this, you see his face automatically like,
Joe don't stand for disrespect. He don't care if you're friends or not. He don't stand for the disrespect.
yeah,
So yeah, that hmm. And now fight breaks out. Hobbs is trying to calm Joe down.
yeah.
And but Joe ain't having it. Like, no, this fool, he I done had enough of this disrespect. I think people done forgot who I am. I'm Samoa Joe. I will stump a mud hole. I'm the second coming of Stone Cold in the fact that I will stump a mud hole in you and walk it dry.
Hmm.
And then eventually like okay, we cool now.
Yep.
So
Which led into a match to a Wrestle Dream.
right. Cause
So,
cause he had to bring up the fact Joe is very good at hitting people with below the belt banter. He's shown it many a time.
I love Samoa Joe so much.
He's done it so many, so many, so many times.
Yeah, especially with Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy, Scott Hall,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Kevin
and
Nash, uh, uh, AJ
well,
Styles.
I didn't need Kevin Nash to get in an interview to tell me that he was not cool because
Yeah,
I was watching it live. I saw the look on his face. I'm like, that's not
yeah,
kayfabe.
yeah.
That
But
I'm okay. Let me see how this is about to turn out because this might end up turning out to be another one of those real life. Uh,
mhm,
you saw it on TV or you saw it because you was right there in the building when Hiroshima 2.0 hit.
yeah,
So, and I would love to have both of them in the same room and literally talk about how they were able to work through that because nobody got fired.
nope,
No, nobody got fired. Nobody got suspended. Maybe somebody should have showed them how that worked out as an example. Then maybe Cody and Punk might still be over in AEW. Just saying. Um, but
that situation just was not handled properly.
and that's what happens when that's why to a certain extent, that's why I always say you can let people be themselves, but not to the point to where they forget who um not to the point to where they forget who boss and what the rules are and boundaries. So yeah. Sorry, I just saw one another one of my picks. My bad.
Hey.
Uh, so yeah. Now, Ty Mello comes back. She's working her way back in. Ooh, I think I won that game too. Anyway, oh God, I'm gonna have to do so much editing. Um, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Ty Mello. She addresses Tony Storm. They've never had a match together. They're about to have a match together. That match. What did you think?
I think it was good for what it was. Yeah, I didn't have a problem with it.
So then Tony Storm addresses her loss and she calls out Chris.
Atlanta.
I'm not finished with you. I had to admit that was kind of funny because I it was hard to take that seriously. But um then Eddie Kingston addresses Jalisco and LFI. Are you satisfied? Are you happy that Mr. Kingston is back and
I am. That's my Eddie.
right. Then Joe was interviewed about just about everything going on with Cowboy. He pulls no punches. Even in the interview, Hobbs is trying to get him to like Joe, come on, man.
I'm like,
This
chill out, chill out.
it's like we need a third. Come on, bro. We need a
Yeah,
third.
yeah.
Um,
Shabbat hurt right now.
yeah. And which I need Shibata to start keeping receipts and coming back with the intentions of like really like laying in some receipts
Yeah.
cause he get put out too much. Um, well, Darby I expected because he always he playing David versus Goliath, and Goliath is like and just taking way too much punishment. So, ah, speaking of the demand, GOA versus Swirl, the Swirl.
Yeah. That name is wild, but okay.
Right. Yeah. I thought that the Ops was like the number one name I needed changed. I need the Swirl changed. I just you couldn't come up with nothing better than that. I mean, this would be one of
You
those.
know what? What's funny was they did an interview with Renee, and they were like, she's like, well, you have a tag team name, and they were like, no, like maybe we should call each other the Swirl, and I guess they went with it. I'm like,
Right.
uh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
And then of course Ricochet attacked the Swirl, and then some music hit that had all the fans going crazy.
Hmm.
And then the Hurt Syndicate walks out,
Oh yeah.
and MVP addresses the crowd and lets Ricochet know that they in his part of the world, so they might want to be easy. Seemed like a threat. So
Yeah.
like seem like one of those threats that which seeing that they allow people, I don't know if I would allow them if in my company. I'm like, look, no, don't tell none of the wrestlers that you in your country and you with your people, because some of them drunk people might decide they want to come over the rail, and we only got so much security and
Right.
the cops can't get here fast enough. Just just kind of be careful with making them feel like they're one of you. Just please.
Yeah.
So now MVP acknowledges that maybe he's a little too old for the situation.
You think?
Now, I'm sorry.
But then again,
It would have been
Shelton is 50
true, but
and Bobby is 49. So,
yeah, but them two look like they're in some kind of wrestling shape.
I
Uh,
mean, well,
MV
MVP do jujitsu.
he does jujitsu, but that don't mean that he working on his cardio so that he can get in
That's
the ring
true
and roll
too.
around. So
That's true too.
while you do have to have some cardio if you're practicing your judo,
Yeah.
practicing, preparing for a match, and practicing just to keep everything in your head functioning. Yeah,
Mm,
that's some different ends of the spectrum. It's like the NFL players when they in the preseason. Is
mm,
you don't really go all out in the preseason. You don't do a whole bunch. You don't really go out until week one. And that's why we see
right.
all these injuries because they haven't done any prep because they gotta go so they gotta be easy on themselves because not just because they're old, but also because of the NFL don't want to be looked at as just some money hungry people treating their players like slaves and not caring about their health, which is
Right.
actually hurting them worse because they're not really training their body the way they need to so that when they go out on the field. But this is wrestling. I'll leave that for tomorrow. That was just an analogy that just happened to work. Uh, so yeah, so now they got a street fight. Apparently, MVP is going to be able to fight better in the street fight. Um,
Okay.
I personally was hoping that when he said that, that meant that he had a younger person that was going to come in and that was going to be a part of everything. But of course not. Nope. He still wants to wrestle. He still got it. He just wants to change the format for which he's going to do it. Okay. All right. Um, be nice to see if situation with the demand is going to go somewhere. I don't know about you because obviously Bishop Khan and Ricochet they all deserve to be holding titles at their respective levels. So I
I think we forgot maybe that already happened. Okay.
huh?
I thought they was going to do the trios titles or something.
Have they tried it? I think they might have tried that when they first got together.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I feel like they did. Um,
Yeah, that's what I thought they went after it or
well, yeah, they did go after him because remember the Hurt Syndicate had him once upon a time, didn't they?
they had tag titles.
Okay. Why do I feel like they went after the trios?
They probably
Maybe
did.
not. Maybe they tried to go. Maybe I'm remembering a time that the Gates of Agony tried to go after him with somebody else as their tag partner. I don't know.
Brain
They
cage.
haven't. They have recently just got together as a tag team. So yeah, yeah. But anyway, uh, that should be a pretty good match. Um, like I said, I wish there was somebody that was Ricochet caliber that was hooked up with the Hurt Syndicate.
He might be just saying like,
Maybe
yeah,
like like a
me, but he might be getting somebody else.
like a Cedric.
It
Alexander.
can be. It can be Cedric though.
I know. I'm looking at him. He's on the TNA roster. I get it. Um, yeah, but that would have been perfect. Cedric and putting the old band back together, so to speak,
Hmm.
and you had him take on Ricochet, and then you can have the other two take on the Gates of Agony, and
I think that Cedric probably got a little bit of beef with Tony Khan because of what he did to his wife. So,
eh,
but I don't want to be putting rumors out there. So I don't.
right. The Don Callis family addresses the new members and the talent of the family. This is like I think a good reason why I can't stand this situation is because I'm not controlling it. It's like a cheat code. It's like okay, this is a cheat code. I don't have control of it, so I don't like it. Um, when you have control of the cheat code, you're all about it. It's okay. You have all the excuses in the world of why it's okay to have the cheat code. So
Hmm.
um. Plus, I just don't. I want to see something done with everybody, and I feel like for the most part that Lance Archer doesn't get used much. Brian Cage doesn't get used much. So why are they in this clique?
Is
And
Brian Cage even there?
it's been a while
I
since
ain't,
I've seen him,
yeah, I ain't
but
seen him in a long
they
time.
mention him every so often as him still being a part of it. So
I guess.
he's still on the roster. The question is where is he at
Yeah.
and what's going on with the situation? And which just sucks all the high heaven. So interview with Statlander and Tony Storm addresses the challenge
Yeah, they laying in the ring like that.
when Harley Cameron comes up with her puppet and she's pumping up Statlander and then Statlander's like what's with the puppet and she's like oh crap
Yeah.
gotta go.
She hit it behind her back, yeah.
It's like oh crap gotta go yeah that she's silly. She's the female for right now. She's like the females AEW answer to our
Santino Morella?
truth,
Oh,
our
okay. Let's
to
say
our
Santino
truth,
Morella.
and in terms of her silliness, and she has an in-ring ability, and she's silly. So yeah. So I think that's why I kind of her having a wrestle ability and being able to wrestle in the ring. I think that's why because usually like and they've had it happen where it's like you're silly but you're not that entertaining in the ring. So it's like yeah, I'm over this. I don't need to see this person that much. Especially if they're going to end up in the match. Please don't. Let's
Yeah.
let's not say we did. Hmm. Ha. Then speaking of Don, back to Don. Don, I think I think what they're trying to do, because if you actually pay attention to some of their um some of what they do in terms of making matches and setting up storylines, I feel like some of the stuff that they do is based upon what's already being done in the WWE. Because some of their situations just kind of go, oh, so I feel like you're trying to do what such and such was doing. Okay. All right. I see it. I'm not gonna say anything because I want to see what you do with it. I want to
Yeah.
see how you entertain me with it. All right. But I see you. I see what you're doing. Uh, but Don Callis, unbeknownst to Takeshita and Okada,
Oh yeah. That was
makes
funny. That was funny. He was like, him?
right. As soon as he said it, I'm like, excuse me, what?
Yeah.
It was like, and the reaction of those two is,
It could,
and then
Takesha was
Kesha,
like, he was looking like, what? Excuse me?
right. And then of course he had to do damage control. He's great, you're great, we're all
Yeah.
great. He's the salesman. He's the salesman. Paul wouldn't be that brave. Paul wouldn't be that brave because he is,
Well, he's the jackal.
yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see how that match plays out next week.
Yeah.
Um, Darby and Chris Statlander against Yuta and Marina.
Oh.
They're
Mm.
wasting Marina.
Yes and no.
I feel like I should see her terrorizing the title section of the division. And the only thing she ends up doing is basically um she's a manager and a more terrifying manager, not the one that's like, got on the tight skirt and
Was that Willow that she was fighting and she got tax all in her feet? Was that Willow or Statlander?
that was the Statlander match.
Okay,
That
okay,
was the
okay,
Darby Statlander versus Yuta and yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, because Yuta decided to start pulling stuff out. So
Yeah.
start he decided to start pulling out bags and stuff. Tony and Statlander fight on the ramp.
Hmm.
Uh Pac and Moxley and Claudio get a hold of Darby. And as usual, it did not end well for Darby, especially with Pac being there. But Darby can be happy because Moxley accepted his I Quit match.
Yeah.
So he caught a beat down, but you can kind of say it was worth it because he ended up getting the match that he wanted. And with that, we're going to shift over. What did you think about this week's episode of NXT?
Well, that was good. Well, with the TNA um showdown and uh, you know, um Trick Williams trying to insert himself as co-captain and you know.
God, he's so annoying.
I love him.
Uh, there's something about his character that just
Okay, so he's supposed to be fighting Mike Santana for Bound for Glory. Did you catch that promo with Mike Santana and Amazing Red? I was like, if Mike do not win this title, something is wrong. That promo was very good, very intense.
hmm.
I mean, they did it in like a little vignette style, but it was really good.
Was it on what was it on?
TNA, but I
Okay.
saw it on YouTube. Um,
Oh no, I didn't. They do an NXT recap, a No Mercy recap. Ricky Saints comes out, kicks off the show. Fans give him his flowers. He gives them. back their flowers, and then JC Jane comes out doing JC Jane things. She is annoying. I just her voice is starting to remind me of Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just so now at this point, if she were to lose the NXT title, I wouldn't lose sleep. Um,
They call him racing.
I I need a break from her voice.
Yeah.
But she comes out, interrupts Ricky, and then Ava and Santino come out and tells them that they're the captains and that they have to choose their teams by the end of the night.
Yeah, he picked Santana and Kalani because she's
Yeah.
the TNA Knockouts champion now.
Yeah, which everybody was which there was some obvious confusion. It's like, well, I mean, it's like Santino, God,
Mm,
he just cannot help himself. He has to be Santino.
yeah.
Um, it's like, geez, he has to be Santino. And he's like, I'm sorry, Trick. I'm sorry, Tricky.
I know Tricky Williams. And then he called Mike Santana Santana na na.
Right. Oh God, it just he has a shtick that just in the right situations it doesn't get old.
Uh-uh.
So yeah,
He got that real good comedic timing.
right. And so Leon Slater is talking to Javon when the culling walks up
Oh,
and tries to remind Javon what side he's supposed to be on. And that leads to a challenge to a match.
mm-hmm.
And then Lyra comes up and tries to talk to Tatum, and
Oh my
she's
gosh,
saying
she
that
threw that doll.
right. And Izzy just she's like, "You messing with my plan? Go play in some traffic, some daggone where."
Right.
Like it's like I have her under my spell. It's like I am her current friend. She cannot have any old friends.
Mm-hmm.
Just go play in some traffic right now.
Yeah. And make sure you get hit.
Right. So, Jada Parker versus Last Legend
That was good.
again.
That was brutal.
Um, yeah.
Did you notice that Jakar Jackson was out there or Mara Sade or whatever, and Lash was not there?
No.
Yeah, she wasn't there when they had that big old brawl at the end or whatever. She was not there.
Interesting, interesting, interesting.
Hmm.
And
I thought that was interesting too. I was like, hmm.
they may end up crossing paths,
Hmm.
having to duke it out. But yeah, the Jada
Dark
Parker,
State is going against the Hardys,
yeah.
title
Um,
for title.
yeah, Trick, Javon, and Ricky discussed the team NXT. And Trick is trying to worm his way into being the captain,
Hmm.
since he can't be the captain of the team that whose belt he has. He's trying to
Yeah,
worm his way into being the NXT.
he's like co-captain.
Right. And then toward the end he was calling Ricky co-captain. And it's like yeah, I heard that.
Yeah.
I saw you sneak that in. And all ego, obviously, he doesn't expect the NXT universe to give him flowers, so he gave himself some flowers, and then he turned his attention to Dr. Wagner
Uh-huh.
when we had a NXT return um with some with a side of sour grapes. So Mustafa Ali decides to come
Oh
in
yeah.
and he needs to talk to all ego, and all ego's like, look, dude, I remember you used to be here. I've got no beef with you. I already got some food on my plate that I'm trying to destroy. Since I don't have any beef with you, and I need you to get away from my plate. And unfortunately, Mustafa said, "Well, I would love to get away from your plate, but
Yeah.
um you got something on your plate that was originally promised to me.
Uh-huh.
So
But I got released, so I'm coming back to get it.
yeah, that the way that played out, yes, that was not a good look for the WWE.
Mm-mm.
Not at all. Um, yeah, he was. I clearly remember that. He was supposed to have a title shot, and the next thing you know, he was released. It's like
Yeah.
kind of like with the way they did Bobby too. They let him. That everybody was like he should be winning the title. He should win the title. They let him. They let him win the ECW title, and then they
Yeah.
released him.
Crazy.
They gave him the title for a show that they weren't going to keep running, and they released him.
He wasn't Ezekiel Jackson was the last ECW champion, right?
I think he became their champion when they brought it back, like after,
Okay.
because remember they tried to bring it back again.
Hmm.
Yeah, so if my memory serves me right, I believe that's how it happened. Um, so now Mustafa Ali has a match because he had already gone and politicked for it. I like how you put that. I'm not going to beg for it, but I am going to politic. It's
Yeah. There you go.
like that's dude, that's all in the wording. You sound like you went begging. It's like you
Yeah.
went begging, you just didn't call it begging.
Yeah.
Oh, JC Jane addresses the women's locker room. She recruits Sol Ruka, even though she doesn't want to. And then a debate comes up because Lola comes up asking JC Jane to put aside their differences so that she can be on the
Yeah.
team. And then
Fallon was like,
Fallon is like, no, yeah, yeah,
yeah.
that's what we're not doing. And then and then didn't somebody else say something to her too? Didn't Laney did Laney say something
Yeah.
to her? Yeah.
Oh yeah. You was right. She the one that attacked Lola at the end of the match.
Yeah. It was like it had to be it was either her or or Jamie Nix. It just I mean or
Jasmine.
Jasmine Nix. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, it's like oh her legs hurt, her legs hurt, and I couldn't remember what leg did they say it was hurt.
Right.
So it was like, you know, she didn't have to do too much. She just had to go out there and, just make sure she didn't use the bad leg and just
Yeah.
lay her out. And just
Yeah. She
so
sure did. She revealed it
so
Tuesday.
so yeah, it's just years and years and years of watching. It's like, all right, somebody who isn't revealed somebody just attacked this person. Who did they last have words? Laney. Hey, how you doing? Oh man. But it could have also been Jasmine trying to get back in the good graces of of JC. So, or deciding that she actually wanted to be the one, since JC didn't think very highly of her, she was going to be the one to take the belt off of
Yeah,
JC Jane, which also could have been possible. Uh, Jeff Hardy,
that would have been nice if she
yeah,
hadn't quit
yeah, the
or got
Hardys,
let go. Which one? Whatever. Which one?
yeah,
Because
the
they said
Hardys.
she quit. She quit because they wasn't going to pay her, more
I
money.
mean,
So
they weren't really using her. It's like you have a match every couple of months. You mostly just stand on the side and maybe you interfere in a match. It's like we're not paying you top dollar for that. It's like, do you understand what you're about to put us in? If we pay you, then the people that are sitting at home gonna be like, well, I'm doing better than her. I'm sitting at home.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing says I'm not doing anything like sitting at home. So I'm doing it better than she is. Pay me. Then they really have to start releasing people. But uh then the Hardys, they address Dark State and their plans to become double champions. This smells like TNA is going out of business.
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, then we got to make it make sense. How are we merging titles?
Merging titles. Oh yeah, because they doing title for title. Okay.
Yeah, so if we merging the title, then what's going on with TNA? Is
I
TNA
think they mostly like probably doing it as a nostalgia for the Hardys because they won every belt in every company, but they haven't won the
which
NXT.
they said that,
Yeah, they
but
haven't
whenever
won
they
the
talking about the
NXT.
match, if you notice, they say title unification, which usually title unification, that mean
I don't know. Maybe they are
right.
merging. Maybe they are merging. I don't know. I don't know.
Uh, which a few of them wrestlers from what I've seen of them without watching them on the show, they look like they could use some time down in Florida. Maybe even going on Evolve.
Mhm.
Maybe on the the opening card, work on their craft a little bit. Um, yeah, Miles Bourne
Mhm.
and Josh Briggs, because while they were having their little conversation about who's going to be on Team NXT for the men's, uh, Trick suggested Josh Briggs while Ricky wanted Miles Bourne, so match came out of it, and Miles Bourne won with the help of Matt Cardona,
I know. I saw that. I was like, oh.
because apparently Matt did not like that Josh Briggs was about to try to lay Miles out some uh with some chain, with some link chain. So he said, "Nope, that's not happening today."
My
So
dog over here knocked out. At least she's not barking. So I guess that's good.
yeah, Jordan Grace's mentor is back in the back mentoring
Yeah.
Kalani Jordan when JG asked her like, "Hey, can I join Team TNA?" And Kalani's like, Um, you Team TNA, how you gonna join? You don't have a title or anything. How you gonna join Team TNA and you Team NXT? It's like, hmm, I might
And
be
then
new at this whole.
They
whole
said his
team
name
thing, but
and yeah,
yeah, I might
they
be
said
new.
it.
Yeah.
Uh, Go ahead.
And then
They
and
said
then
his
she
name and
well,
he appeared.
yeah, yeah. Hendry, not Henry.
Who said Henry? Who called him that?
You didn't hear Jordan calling that?
Okay, it was Jordan. I was like, I was trying to remember which one. Which one did?
And he wasn't paying attention and he
Yeah.
still appeared. It's so we don't necessarily have to say your full actual name for you to appear
Yeah.
is what I'm noticing, right? Because you're
Right.
is it Henry or Hendry? What?
Right.
No. So he comes out and he appears and then Mike Santana is like, yeah, mm-mm, no. No, you're not
Yeah.
joining my team either, because I don't, I don't trust anybody
Yeah.
associated with NXT right now. So unluckily for you, since I don't trust Trick, I definitely don't trust you. So,
Yeah.
um, which is gonna be interesting because now they both have said that they have to figure out a way to get involved,
Yes. Yes.
which sounds like a potential heel move.
Yeah. Well, tis what it is.
Mm. Then Lola and Fallon, they have their match to see who's going to be on the women's side of Team NXT. And Lola wins. What'd you
JC's
think?
not happy.
Huh?
JC wasn't happy.
Well, of course she wasn't. I mean, she wasn't happy for two reasons. I'm sure part of her wanted no parts of Lola being on the team. And then once again, somebody from Fatal Influence not stepping up to the plate when given the opportunity.
Right.
So there's a potential twofold issue there, which may not hold good for Fallon because the more she keeps doing that, JC made Jasmine nix her.
I saw what you did there.
Well, I mean, see baby girl laid out, and it's like no compassion. It's like, who did this to my teammate?
Yeah. Well, Lainey did. She said that too. Lainey said she got rid of Jasmine. I like my Chris Bay shirt.
Oh, okay, which is weird. Well, until I see the rest of the beard, he kind of looked like Montez.
I know that's why I was looking like he gotta look like somebody else. Yeah, it's Chris Bay.
Yeah, that looked like that's a Montez shirt, with the
Yeah.
sunglasses
Yes,
and
that's the greatest story ever told. Chris Bay.
gotcha. Um, so Dark State addresses the Hardys and how they gonna make history by taking down the legends,
Yeah.
and they're gonna do it even while only two of them are allowed down at ringside.
Mhm.
So this match, uh, just became a worthy watch. Unless somebody else that don't like the Hardys comes down and helps Dark State. Should be interesting.
The Nimitz.
Yeah.
Mm.
So Vaughn and Slater versus the Culling, Nico Vance, and Sean Spears. Once again, after a while, Sean Spears jumps in the ring. Okay. They have a match. Looked pretty good. Look. looked pretty good from
Hmm.
what I was able to watch of it. And
Yeah, Leon Slater and Von Evans are the same age, at 21.
yeah, and they're gonna have a match at Bound for Glory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Then a melee breaks out in the parking lot between TNA and
Yeah.
NXT.
You see they came at the cars and stuff, like I was like, really?
Right,
What's that West Side Story?
right.
Oh my gosh. This was the other one. When Trick and Oba no, no, it wasn't. It was this week. Shawn Michaels came out, he was just looking like, okay.
Mm.
He came out with just looking like, all right, well, yeah.
What do you think? Because I was confused at first, but then once I actually saw NXT, I understood where it came from all of a sudden. What do you think? Who do you think made the call to change the name of Invasion?
Nick Khan, because they're having it on October 7th, the day that Gaza was attacked, or Hamas, or one of them. So,
Oh, I thought it had something to do with the fact of it actually wasn't like Invasion, like them trying to take over. Um, I know
no,
that that's the way they scripted it.
it was political.
Oh, okay. Um, I guess.
Yeah,
Hmm. Well, that made the change more annoying.
yeah,
I thought they just were trying to be different from like it's like yeah, let's not. I know that that's what the WWE does. They bring back old names of like old pay-per-views. Like
yeah.
yeah, let's not do that. It's like okay.
No, that was politics.
Well, well, yeah, that took a lot of the flow out of the situation. So it is time for the smack you down. Lip down the smacketh. Um, so quick question.
Hmm.
Before Carmelo came out, did I miss anything?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
Uh, Miz confronted him about not um helping him during that tag match, and he said, Carmelo basically said, "We done. It's over because you trying to steal my shine, and we not doing it."
Okay. Because I knew the Miz was coming out when I turned it on and Carmelo came out. And he's
Yeah.
like, I'm gonna focus on me. And I'm gonna focus. I'm like, and five, four,
Yeah.
three, two. So yeah, I figured I might have missed something because I think I turned it
Yeah.
on like a
Yeah.
quarter after eight. Um, but obviously, yeah, Carmelo comes out. He wants a rematch with Sammy. Miz comes out, lets him know, like, yeah, that's what you're not doing.
Yeah.
And like, we may be done as a tag team, but that doesn't mean I'm done with you.
You know.
Um, which that should be an interesting match, knowing their wrestling styles. That they should be able to get a pretty good run out of that.
Yeah.
But that opened the door to one Alice
So,
Black. And Alistair challenged him and he lost because
because of Damian Priest.
yeah,
They're gonna have a last man standing match because of what he said.
yes, yes. So Chelsea interrupted Albus while he was talking to Zaruka
Uh-huh.
and tried to recruit Zaruka,
It'll be a
which
slim
they
pick.
immediately turned it down, and
Yeah.
they decided that since they want to be tag champions, then they need to take on some tag teams. So they decided that they
Yeah.
were taking on Chelsea and Alba Fire. So which nice segue leads us right into the match. They had a pretty good match. They
Hmm.
won. Uh, I wish they quit holding back Alba. I wanna see her get a run on the main.
Yeah.
You
Cause
you got
she was NXT UK champion for a long time, wasn't she?
yeah, and then
Yeah.
and then when she came over, before they changed her name to Alba Fire, um, the thought was, oh crap, she's in NXT.
Uh-huh.
The titles are the title is in danger. Unfortunately for her, she wasn't hot enough. So she kept losing to Mandy
Yeah.
and Toxic Influence.
Yeah.
So she wasn't bringing the thickness. The she wasn't being hot and thick. So she was not allowed, and then she ended up in that run with God, I always forget her name. What was her tag team partner's name?
Isla
Isla,
Dawn.
yeah, Isla Dawn. So I don't say her name enough. So it's like she
Yeah.
doesn't have one of those names that just sticks in your memory.
Yeah.
What was her name again? It's like,
Yeah. Yeah. When I said
like
they changed her name to Alba Fire, I was like, what?
which I guess I could kind of get it because they were hooking her up with Isla Dawn. So technically her other name wouldn't have gone with it. I think it
Okay.
was too Scottish, wasn't it? What was it?
Yeah. They Scottish. Hmm.
It was,
Which is like cool because then they got Piper Niven and Alba Fire. They both Scottish, so yes.
yeah, it was Kylie Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Kylie Ray, Isla Dawn. Yeah. No, that wouldn't have worked.
Because
Um,
Kylie Ray is her real name.
well, that was her name when she was in NXT UK.
That's her real name.
Well, I get that, but
Yeah.
you,
I know. That's why I was like, I hated that they changed it, but whatever. I don't work there.
right. It's when you think about the whole Alba Fire, Isla Dawn, that kind of those two names kind of fit, so I get it.
Yeah, I get it.
Um, but yeah, but what with the name change, they also changed her, which I didn't like. And yeah, to me it hasn't helped her like get farther. It's kind of held her um
I think that, and I was watching something, I can't remember what, but I think they brought up a good point though. It seems like Shawn Michaels booked the women's roster way better than Triple H does.
well, I would need to know specifically like what years he was. I would need to like know what years he was running it, go back and watch it. and then figure out when Sean took
I
over.
mean, well, I'm just talking about like right now, present day. Back then, of course, Triple H was, yeah, he was rocking with the women's division in NXT.
Oh, you're talking about the way the way Triple H runs the SmackDown and Raw roster compared to well, the other part of that is that they get to do more, unfortunately. So it's like just like with Alba Fire. Alba Fire did more on NXT UK than she did on NXT, and did more on NXT than she now does on Raw and SmackDown.
Hmm.
So it's like with each level she moves up, she seems to be less of herself.
Yeah.
Um, which is why I don't like a lot of the wrestlers. Like when I see what they're capable of, why either I hear that they're moving up to the main roster, or you tell me that they're moving to the main roster. I'm like, yeah, I don't want that. Can we do a recount?
Yeah.
You know, do some other kind of move where they can just kind of stay where they are.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Um,
And I found out also, I read Tony D'Angelo asked for some time off. So that's why he hasn't been on.
I can see that he did have a long run, and I'm sure he's probably hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
Probably hurting a little bit, and then if he has a family, I
I
know.
know he's married, but I don't know if he has any kids or anything.
Who knows? Maybe the wife be like, hey, you ain't
Yeah.
consistently been home in a while.
Yeah.
Um, I'm starting to get some attention. You might want to come home. You might want to come home. It is 2025. You know how we do.
You
So,
know.
like it's like, oh yeah, Vince is
Yeah, I'm gonna take some time off. Yeah, yeah.
Vince is gone, so I'm gonna take some time
And
off.
I'm also reading that they may call up Obafemi.
Yeah, I remember I told you I saw something where they may try to pit him against Brock Lesnar.
Ugh, no. Gunther, yes. Brock, mm.
I I don't even know if I want Gunther. And the reason why I say that, Gunther, unless you're gonna leave him heel,
I think he's naturally healed.
that's what I'm saying. But they have a way of like trying to push him over to the likable phase. Like, no, I don't want you to push him over to the likable phase. I want you to do exactly what he did when you attempted to make me think that he was about to go after Seth, and then Goldberg showed up. I want that Gunther. I don't care if he takes on Seth. I don't care if he takes on Brock, but I want him. I want Gunther to stay Gunther.
Yeah.
So and heck, Randy Orton has proven that you can do it. You can get
Yep.
it done. You can make it happen. So you just leave Gunther alone. Leave Gunther alone. Let Gunther be Gunther,
You're right.
and give me some great matches. That's all I need you to do. That's real simple.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna make it complicated because you running everything. You don't want to feel like I'm in control of your situation. I get it. I digress.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And
Uh
then the Jacob promo. So I guess he's entering into a thing with Drew McIntyre. I'll allow it.
Oh, you jumped because you love you some Jacob. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
Um,
that's my teddy bear.
yeah, he did. It'll be interesting to see how much of him that they will allow him to stay, Jacob. Uh, it,
I don't think he gonna allow them to change him. Like he say all the time, he like, I'm just being me and that's all I can be. So
we shall see. But after the Chelsea Alba match, which versus Zaruka, there was an interview with Charlotte and Alexa, and they kind of
Sir
point,
Alexa.
yeah, they kind of pointed out the similarities uh between the two tag teams, which was kind of funny. A little weird. Got a little weird again, but it was
Yeah.
funny. It was mostly funny. Uh and whether or not that they would give them a title shot. Uh, they might as well go ahead and do it. It's just like, you're gonna do it, just go ahead and get it over with and do it.
Yeah.
Um, Stephanie Vakir heads to the ring for the
Mm.
contract signing. They do a Raw recap. Randy and Cody speak and make sure that he knows that he has Randy's back. And Randy says that he has Cody's back, which means that something is gonna go wrong to
Oh
make
yeah.
to make them think,
He keep looking at that belt. That feud is happening. I just hope they don't do it like they did the Roman Rock thing. Let it go on too long, where we just don't be interested anymore.
well, and that was partially quote unquote the Rock's fault because they were trying to get him to come back, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm busy." So, all this was in the ring for the contract signing. That is one of the few times that a contract signing happened and nobody caught a beat down.
Right. Well, technically.
Then Julia comes out and she attacks Tiffany.
Now they're having a tag match. Stephanie and Tiffany versus Julia and Kiana next week.
No, this should not be happening. Julia,
Tis, it is.
Julia should be running roughshod, doing the Sami Zayn, taking on all comers, giving out plenty of beatdown sessions. That's what should be happening. The only
It should
time she
be
should
the
cross paths with Stephanie Vakir is not to make her partner, but to let her know, like, you know what, that your title's looking awful.
scrumptious over there.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I think I want to put this over here with the one I already got.
Hmm.
So plus I owe you because the last time we did that, you took my belt.
Yeah.
So I kind of owe you.
Hmm.
I need to know that I can beat you on that stage. Something. See, I could be a writer. I don't have a bachelor's. Just set up a match. Boom, there you go. Um, and Aldis is talking to Javon and Ray Phoenix. And he talks to Javon about becoming a tag team. Los Garza walks up and they're talking their smack and they're taking their shots, which leads to a match. Los Garza ends up losing, which I feel bad for them, and I'm wondering when they're gonna break up at this point because they seem,
No, they're cousins.
Yeah, but they doing more losing than winning, and
Well, they
and they're
were the
better than that.
AAA tag champs. They could
They're
go back to
but
AAA.
why did they need to go back to AAA when they got plenty of WWE tag belts sitting right there, and they so they can win them when they have Santos with them, but they can't, but they don't even get a sniff when Santos ain't there. That is right. No. I'm not coming at you.
I
I'm
know.
just saying. I'm just it's like. Uh, hmm. Um. Yeah, I just and that's that other thing that be killing me about what they be doing with the talent. So uh because that's like matches and stuff, just so much happening. Well, obviously, like I just said, Javon, Ray Phoenix, those guys are put on a great match. Javon and Ray Phoenix end up winning,
Hmm.
which is now giving Javon options to be pushed up to the main roster so that he can become tag team with Ray. And gotta say Ray Phoenix because you say Ray and it's like Ray Mysterio's back? No, not
Yeah.
Ray Mysterio. No. Um, hopefully he's just chilling and getting used to not being around. And what are they gonna do about his send off?
Hmm.
And where are they going to make it happen now that they're linked up with AAA? Are they going to let it be a AAA send off? Or, because I mean, who could they possibly think of to send him off?
Who?
Ray Mysterio.
Mm.
I look at the Dom situation like I look at the whole Roman versus The Rock thing. It's like, nope, you had your window, let it go. But it's got to be somebody and it's got to be juicy.
I'm trying to think. Hmm. That is a good question.
Yeah, because
Maybe it could be pizza.
or Ray versus Ray. Could also be Ray versus Ray. Calling the match might be a little interesting.
Yeah, well, they got Conan, they got, you know. But anyway,
Yeah. Um, yeah, they need to come up with a match for Ray though.
yeah. They said AJ said he's retiring next year.
Yeah. Who's gonna be his send off?
Ooh.
Obviously it won't be John Cena. Thank God.
Oh my gosh.
Can't be Taker.
No. Roman?
Mm, no.
Orton.
Mm, mm, we'll put that in the maybe column. Um,
I'm trying to think of like matches he had that was just like Most of the people he had good matches with ain't there no more.
Right. And it's like,
I mean, he could probably do it with Seth.
he could do it with Seth. I would be okay with Seth. He could do it with, you know what? Whether I like his character or not, he could do it with Grayson. I would be okay with Johnny Gargano. I would be
Oh
okay
yeah,
with,
yeah, Gargano. Um,
oh, depending on how they do it, I might be okay with them doing it with Tommaso. Oh, Motor City Machine Guns.
Finn,
Yeah,
Bullet Club,
yeah,
Finn.
yeah, yeah. I can, yeah, yeah. I can get, yeah, I could get down with that. But I need the old Finn though.
Yeah,
I need I need his old music back. I
yes,
need his old swag back.
yes,
I if they got to
yes,
give him like if they got to give him like a month's vacation after to make sure that he's not hurt. I need yeah. If it's gonna be Finn,
yeah,
yeah, they need to yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We can say Finn's at the top of the list.
yeah,
So and then Motor City Machine Guns. He has some matches with them. Um as individual
yeah. Chris
wrestlers.
Sabin.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. So that's two more options. So yeah, yeah, yeah. Those three are definitely in the top five. Chris Sabin, yeah, for sure. And then you can factor in Gargano and Tommaso and Waller.
yeah. I would really love to see the Finn and AJ.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, yeah, you already talked about it. You're you're
Oh,
you're, you're Jacob.
my teddy bear.
You're Jacob calling out Drew and all his shenanigans with the talking and talking. And Jacob said, "Now, enough talking. It's time to throw them bows."
Mm-hmm.
And Damien gets interviewed about Alistair when Kit
Yeah.
Wilson confronts him again.
He said he is going to the top, and that is that. So,
Wow. I just, you got to give him a spot. You got to give him something to do. And he seems like he's hurt, so he's in the wheelchair. But then he bucks up. I, I'm sorry if I'm in a wheelchair. Maybe it's just me and the life that I've lived. I'm not bowing up to nobody. I'm just,
mhm.
you know, hope he's okay. Hope he's okay. Um, but but yeah, he kind of deserved that because he didn't think that through. He didn't think that through at all. And so him getting pushed down that ramp and not having no sense to like use his feet and then use the brake on the side of the wheelchair. I guess his didn't have any, um, which would have taken away from the effect. But I mean, I guess. Anyway, so Solo is still addressing his people, and the latest one this week is Tala. He's addressing Tala and
And he
how,
said something is missing, and I'm like, oh my God, is Tama coming back?
or to my dread is one of the other Usos coming.
What other so
Isn't didn't you say what's his name? Zilla? Didn't you say he was in NXT right now?
Lance?
Oh, Lance. Yeah, Lance. He could be that extra member.
I don't see. I mean, yeah, maybe, but I don't see if Lance comes up. I don't see him teaming with Solo. I see him with Jacob,
Yeah, I mean,
and I think if Zilla was to come, he'll be with Jacob.
sometimes you got to do what you don't want to do at work. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all.
Yeah, there's a lot
Just,
of things I
just
don't
gonna.
like to do at work,
Yeah.
but you got to do it anyway.
Right. I'd much rather be doing stuff in lines with this than doing what I do for work. And it keeps my bills well covered, but it just the headache of it is just too annoying for words. But anyway, Street Profits address
Their
beef
tension, there's still
having
this
yeah,
tension.
yeah, the tension and that they always gonna be brothers and have each other's back and who better to challenge that? And they did it on closed circuit TV than the Wyatts.
Hmm.
I'm although I'm curious because of what happened the last time, I'm definitely curious as to where Uncle Howdy was. I always get par now that he's back, whenever they show up without him, I always get paranoid because of the fact of he disappeared, how long he disappeared the last time he disappeared. So that kind of makes me wary. Um,
I'm wondering who's going to
I,
turn which one of them, Tez or Docs?
I, I got a feeling it's gonna be Dawkins. Cause even cause like that look that he always likes to give, especially when he's looking over his shoulder.
Yeah.
That look that he gives, it just is a perfect heel look. And then remember when they was going through all the on TV, when they was going through everything, they specifically made sure they stayed a little longer on that one part where Montez was
Hmm.
about to step up and he put his arm
Yeah.
up
Put his arm
and,
out. Yeah.
and he had that look on his face again like, no, I got this.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, all right.
because they do kind of have that Jeff Matt Edge Christian one is more fan fave than the other situation. Just saying,
Dawkins. Dawkins is a sleeper. I'm telling y'all, don't sleep on that man.
it ain't necessarily about sleeping. You make a pick, you make a choice, and usually whoever is the more daring, the more high flying, they end up being the more popular one because it's all about the sizzle.
Yeah, I guess. That you've been seeing dogs,
Yeah, I've been seeing him, but he still if you compare him, he still no Montez. So
and he shouldn't be. He should be Dawkins.
true, just like Matt should have been Matt, and Christian should have been Christian, and so on and so on and so on. You can go through the ranks of the tag teams over the history of tag team, no matter who, no matter what organization you're talking about. And at the end of the day, like a tag team, you may like the tag team, but
Mhm.
9 times out of 10, you probably don't like one over the other. So, and it's an unfortunate fact, and it is what it is. But they played the mind games, and then we moved on to SmackDown in Perth
Mhm.
preview. And they previewed all the matches. Should be interesting.
And it's come on at 8 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch it when I'm done at work and when I
Yeah.
come home. So it'll be fun. Um, that brings us to the main event. Cody and Randy versus the Bron Brons. Cool match. Wasn't shocked at all when Seth showed up.
Mm-mm.
Although Cody is really in his head.
He is. He
He
is.
showed up in old Seth garb. Like, okay. So he
And
he
Paul
feel
Heyman was trying to tell him, like, don't do it. Don't do it.
like he's in your head. Don't get back in there. So don't get back in there. Don't go after Cody. And now this brings up a fortunate question. Obviously, he ignored him and
And
he
he
went
he
in
did he stopped the Bronze from going in to help.
and they were not happy with Paul. So now does this open up a door that maybe I didn't see coming?
Hmm.
Is Paul going to have to find a backup to go along with Brock? And who could that possibly be? Because they would have to be enough. They would have to be enough to really bring it to the Bron. You gotta pack a lunch in that situation.
Yep.
Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker, you gotta pack some hellified lunch on that situation. I I don't think there's anybody in the WWE right now that's a tag team that would be even close if you let them go. If you let the, yeah, no, I do not believe they have anybody on the level, especially when it comes to letting the Bronze go.
Yeah.
Hmm. I will have to ponder that one. So it takes us to last night, doing a lot of last night stuff.
Hmm.
Mm. Oh, yeah. So,
Um, I'm not gonna hold you. I missed the first 30 minutes because I forgot that it came on at 7 o'clock. But I did catch some clips with Danny Garcia told Matt Menard why he, you know, so I saw that. Uh,
yeah, they started off the show where LFI was Sammy and LFI were calling out Kingston and Hook.
yes.
And then Anna. called out Jamie Hayter for their match, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
Conglomeration, they spoke. And then, as usual, that was probably the most talking at the beginning of a show that they've done in a while. I guess they figured they needed to shake things up a bit. Like, let's throw a curveball at them and see what they do.
Yeah.
And because it had been a while since they had set it up that way. And then the Death Riders come out versus Lethal and Tommy Billington and Dynamite Kid's son, and naturally the Death Riders
No,
won.
that's his uncle.
Huh?
Dynamite Kid's uncle.
Oh,
Well,
um,
the Billington is his Dynamite Kid's nephew. That's what I just.
gotcha. So I got a question.
Mm-hmm.
I meant to ask it last week, but I'm definitely gonna ask it today.
Uh-uh.
John Moxley trying to tell us something?
I think he's been trying to say it, tell us something, but it's kind of going over our heads right now.
Well, this particular thing that he's doing, it's not going over my head, and he done did it 2 weeks in a row.
Which is,
Why all of a sudden, why all of a sudden we doing curb stomps?
oh yeah, yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
noticed that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's his
Oh,
friend.
now the whole, now the whole. I thought it was hilarious doing the whole. You can't see. That was hilarious.
Mhm.
Like, okay, all right.
Mhm.
But which also posed that question, like, is he trying to say like if y'all don't change, if y'all don't switch this up, the WWE is in my future? What are we doing?
I think that's just his friend. He just
And
came out
then
to his friend.
yeah, and then they did a remnants of the Shield.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's that. I feel like there's some subliminal messages being sent. The question is what do they mean? What does it mean? Is it a warning to Tony Khan, or is it a I miss you to the guys? It's like hey guys, I'm over here
Please.
doing my thing. Kind of miss you. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, so yeah, I just found it interesting. Very, throw that out there nice and nicely. But bottom line, Death Riders, I had no thought process and I felt bad for Jay. I'm like, why are you hooking them up with these dudes? You know they ain't not gonna win this match. At least try to fool me.
Yeah.
Especially when you bring back Jay. Try to fool me into thinking that he's about to win his match.
Hmm.
Nick Wayne is not happy because he thought for sure that he was going to be cleared.
Yeah.
So him and the rest of the patriarch, sorry,
That's what they call him.
is his
Okay.
mom. As far as
Yeah.
I know, they haven't
Changed it
said that they've changed it. So and then Shivani and them keep calling them the patriarchy. So
again.
um,
Okay. Gotcha.
until until something becomes official, there's still the patriarchy, and which I'm sorry at this point they don't
Mhm.
they don't have anything to hold attention at this point. So they need something
Yeah.
because the way that they're using them now, not that um Kip Sabian doesn't have in-ring skill, you just don't hardly see it anymore. Um And then we know Nick can go, but he's hurt right now. And
Mhm.
without Christian, you don't really see him really doing too much of
Mhm.
anything anymore. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out with the rest of that with the writers and their limited ability. But that leads us to Anna Jay and Jamie Hayter.
Mhm.
That match was great.
Yeah.
But
Did they get attacked by the what they call them now? The toxic circle or triangle or whatever they call them.
Triangle of Madness.
Yeah,
Um,
'cause they also attacked Aminata and shoot. Oh
Hater.
my god.
It was Amanada and Hater.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah.
So, after the match, Anna's kind of looking kind of down because she lost. So, not happy.
Girl, girl, what do you think was gonna happen?
Yeah, but I think she thought she had a chance because of the fact that she withstood the first haterade.
Yeah,
But
okay.
that second one, it was like, oh yeah, you didn't have a chance to see this coming. She kind of, I hate to say short armed it, but that was kind of what she did because it happened so quick. It's like, you didn't have a chance to brace for it. But anyway,
Mhm.
that leads us to Max Caster being interviewed when Big Bill,
Yeah, I saw that too. Yeah.
they don't have anything to do. They need something to do. I get it. They need something to do. So, Big Bill and Brian Keith come up making fun, basically saying that Anthony Bowens is better than Max Caster, and that Max Caster was on and that Bowens was the only reason that he won last week. To which Anthony Bowens is like, "Well, yeah."
Yeah.
And he comes out with his plaques. He got plaques everywhere,
Can you
plaques in
watch
his
that?
hands, plaques in his pants. Um,
Can you watch that?
and the other part that I love is the uh, the other part that I loved about this interview was Lexi Nair. At the end of it, she goes, "So next week,
Yeah. She like the
the
acclaim.
acclaimed versus the acclaimed versus Big Bill and Brian Keith. Whoa, whoa,
Uh-huh.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa.
Yeah.
We are not the acclaimed.
Yeah.
Ever call us the acclaimed. And that was the one thing they could agree on. It's like yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, you like, and how dare you make me agree with him?
Right.
Calling us the acclaimed.
That's funny.
So, uh, so LFI, basically Sammy and Roosh, they have a match. It was a match that you knew that they were going to win.
Uh-huh.
The match went so quickly, I didn't have a chance to write down the name of their opponents.
Oh shoot.
But
Yeah, I mean
but but
Eddie and Hook came out like right after.
yeah, it was like yeah, what better way to catch people off guard?
Yeah.
Right? It's like, all right, we're up next. Bring on Dralistico.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it. And of
It was
course
like
they
Money Eddie.
and of course they put on a banger and your Eddie won.
My Eddie.
Um I would like to know where they're going with Eddie because the one thing I don't like about what they do with Eddie is obviously he's like the he's like he's like the fan favorite. He's the grinder. He's the Rocky Balboa of AWTNA wherever he's at. I get that.
Yep.
What?
Huh.
Sorry, I got distracted by an article that flashed
Okay.
across. Um, uh, apparently, yeah, I'll tell you later. It's got nothing to do with wrestling. So,
Okay.
wait, huh? Now, this other thing that I just saw does have something to do with wrestling.
Okay.
Did Andrade have a match I don't know about?
A match? No.
According to what I'm looking at, he did.
Woohoo.
I don't know. It says WWE star Andrade wins wrestling title 2 days after joining AEW.
I don't know. That must have been somewhere else because I
Um,
don't
let's let's see. I might have just fell for some clickbait. Let's
know.
see. Um,
He ain't had one yet.
oh, yep. He just won a title.
Where?
Um, he made his way to Tijuana for an independent show with The Crash.
Oh,
And in the main event, he defeated DMT Azul to capture the Crash Heavyweight Championship, ending Azul's reign stretching over 2 years.
wow. Congrats to him.
Yeah, so wow.
Yeah.
Nice nice to have some wrestling news, but let's see. Back to the original reason I was doing searching.
I know he was Andrade was beefing with Dave Meltzer. Beefing with him.
Who who ain't beefing with that dude? Um, wow.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I gotta go to AEW's actual site because
Okay.
because the reason why I said that is because I clicked on like the Bleacher Report page.
Uh-huh.
They
Uh-oh.
said they said uh it says in bold print Roosh and Sammy Guevara versus two jobbers.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Okay. They actually did put the names down.
wow.
What? Okay. So, uh, okay. Now I remember why they have some really stupid names. Cha Cha Charlie and Shane Stetson.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because Cha Cha Charlie, he liked to do the cha cha in the ring. Yeah. Right.
All right.
Yeah. Right. And Stetson, I remember his name because it kind of reminded me of the Stetson jeans from when I was little. Aging myself clearly.
Yeah.
So so yeah, that was wow. 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 That is an interesting comment. So apparently somebody, whoever like critiqued the collision show at the bottom of everything, they said notable observations. They gave the match a C. And they said notable observations. Max Caster and Bowens agreed to team up one more time to take on Big Bill and Brian Keith next week. And then below that, it says Cha Cha Charlie feels like an NXT gimmick. I don't know who,
Yes.
I don't know who or why that would be I don't know who or why that would be a NXT gimmick. Maybe they would have to remind me. Um, oh, you know what? That didn't take me long at all. Fandango. Okay, all right. All right. Yeah, that didn't take long at all.
Um,
Oh, what do you think of MXM TV?
they're comedic.
And it actually annoys me. Not for MXM, but for Taya and Johnny. It's like everything that he's tried to do to make his character like something, and now he's an even bigger joke than when he was Johnny Nitro on WCW Nitro. Not feeling it, but it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Although I will say the whole casting call challenge was kind of intriguing. And then but who came out, I was just like, yeah, they're losing.
Oh my God. They have a chance.
I was like, wait,
Yeah, they didn't have a chance.
like that's the one thing I will give AEW. The between the Max Caster open challenge and now this MXMTV these open wrestling challenges.
Let's go, Max. You're the best wrestler alive.
Uh,
Let's
that
go,
was
Max.
not
You're the best
that was
wrestler.
that was not your cue. Stop it. That was not your cue for that hot mess. That's not what's supposed to happen there. All right, but anyway, uh, yeah, um, wow,
Yeah.
Kyle and Takeshita and Josh, wow, and they even have a name, so that means that they're going after the trios titles, whether it's ROH or it's AEW. They're going after the trios titles soon. They gotta
Kyle,
be.
Kyle's, uh, is it Kyle, Roddy, and
No, it's Kyle, Josh, and Takeshita.
oh yeah, yeah, got you, got you.
They call them Protoshita.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, Dalton. Wow, Dalton Castle and the Outrunners.
I like Tom Castle. He's funny.
Mm. They wow. Yeah. Yeah, that interview. Yeah. Wow. He gets all panicky and then when
Yeah,
they pick him up like his boys used to do, which
yeah.
where were his boys?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think they might have I wouldn't be surprised if somebody said, "Hey, yeah, look about that."
I
Um
know the first one, like the twins that he had, they got fired from AW. So,
Yeah, and I can see that even though I could see somebody being like, yeah, you know what? Here's what we're not gonna do. The message that seems to come along with you and your boys, yeah, we're not doing that on AEW. I could see them saying something like that.
uh, I which I don't see why because they have a trans woman and a gay man.
True, but the the premise for Dalton Castle and his boys and the boys. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Because sometimes they used to go a little too overboard with it on
Yeah.
where did I used to watch them at? Weren't they on? I think they were,
Ring of Honor.
yeah, Ring of Honor. And I want to say they might have even went over to Lucha, which, at the time for Ring of Honor, you could pull that off because they weren't, if they were on TV, they were on so late that nobody was really watching. Um, and then when they were on Lucha, they were only on like Netflix anyway. They weren't actually on TV.
Yeah.
So yeah, I could, and then plus with like you said, they got fired. That might be where the Outrunners came in because it's like, yeah, you won't be on anything AEW. We fired you and you're still fired.
Well,
Um,
like the I think like 2 weeks prior to that, they did like a little vignette segment where they
yeah,
went out into the,
yeah,
thing
they
and
were
you
out
have
there in
the
nature.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Haven't really seen them since, which is whatever the reason, it is what it is. But that whole thing with Dalton Castle and then them carrying them off, and then all of a sudden he was okay. It's like, oh, all right, sure. Um, then Jamie gets interviewed with Aminata when the
Yeah.
Triangle of Madness attack,
Yeah.
and hmm. And then Kevin Knight versus Dax, the Axe.
That was good.
Yeah, that was good, and I have to say I was actually shocked because I thought for sure that and then the predictable part of the show happened. Now back when Stokely said that he had a surprise um for Willow that was going to be coming soon, my brain went into who is it mode. I didn't think it was going to be Statlander. So there was only one other name that immediately came to mind. Megan. One, because you hadn't seen her in a while. All of a sudden, her and Penelope disappeared. Two, other than Marina Shafir, that's the only other person that Willow's had like the most of her matches with. So I figured this is either gonna be Statlander or Megan, and I was like, yeah, it's gonna be Megan because we ain't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
So now, is it only Megan or Megan and Penelope, and now Stokely's their manager? I also want to see where they're gonna go with that.
Right.
What do you think of the trios for the ROH trios titles, Skyflight versus Shane Taylor Promotions? What you thinking? You feeling it? You're not feeling it?
I would say feeling it. What did Carly Bravo say last night? I was like, oh, that's nice. That was a bar. What did he say? Oh, I cannot think of it right now, but it was a bar. Anyway, um, I think it'll be good on account of uh what are they called? Top flight and the infantry. Um, yeah.
Oh no! They're not top flight anymore.
I know, but I'm
Yeah,
just
they're
saying like
yeah they're yeah because I had to get out of that that too. It's like I've always known them as Top Flight, but they're Sky Flight now because they got Scorpio Sky.
Yeah,
He's running things, so you gotta make sure you put him on. You gotta give him top billing. Anyway,
I see what you did
uh,
there.
so the main event match: Cassidy and Paragon versus Hechicero and uh Lance Archer
Basically, Don Callis family.
and Rocky Mar yeah. The lower denominator of the
Yeah,
of the Don Callis family. It's like
Hechicero, Lance Archer, and Rocky Romero.
yeah.
And then it was,
Um
and then it's gonna be Kyle versus Kyle too.
uh, mm, ah so basically most of Don Callis's family had matches going on the show. So this is definitely becoming a sense of NWO 3.0 because the bigger they get, the more of the show that they're going to take over. When does it become boring? Now, the one thing that I will give AEW is that they didn't let everybody associated with the Don Callis family win.
Yeah,
But uh, obviously, the Kevin Knight, Dax the Axe, that match went well. Was surprised that Kevin won. Obviously, Megan came out to reveal herself, and now they got a tag team match set up next week.
yep.
FTR and Megan versus
Willow
and Speedball.
oh
So
my god, Jet Fly. Is that what they call them? I don't know.
Jet Speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jet Speed. Yeah. Not Speedball. Jet Speed. There we go. Jeez. I'm trying to keep up with the names and trying to keep up with the 1 minute day in a singles match, next minute day in a tag match.
uh,
Adam Priest and Tommy Billington.
yep.
I'm not I, I need Roosh to do a singles run. I get that his language is rough. I get that. Trying to understand him talk. I mean, I can understand what he says. I feel like he should
You should go to WWE and be with his brother Dragon Lee.
no,
I'm just kidding.
no, no, there
I'm
you
just
go.
kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Trying to ruin careers. Stop.
kidding.
Oh, he don't need to go to the WWE. It's okay. He can stay where he is. It's okay.
I'm just
They
kidding.
they just need to let him um uh uh or if he stays in LFI, I need LFI to look up and look at Shane Taylor Promotions and I need them to look at the Don Callis family and be like, you know what? Um we want Kyle, we want Josh, and now we want Andrade. Let's go. We about to prove that we are.
But when, but before Andrade left, wasn't he trying to get in with the LFI?
I thought they were trying to recruit him and he wasn't having it.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, wait. No. You know what? Yeah, he was a part of LFI.
Yeah.
because I can't remember who. I'm trying to remember who he was trying to recruit. Because it was him, Roosh, and Dralistico.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. All right. Um, so eventually, okay. So what were you honestly thinking when Chris Statlander and Tony Storm was laying down in the ring talking to each other?
Uh,
The only thing that was missing was them being in their bedroom in pajamas.
I just thought that they were going to like just fight each other. Um, but of course that happened after the fact. But yeah,
Right. Which
I
is,
didn't think.
which that was weird because it was like they started acting like lovers and then all of a sudden they started fighting.
Yeah,
It was like okay, no ref, no ring, no time limit. Let's go.
yeah, they were like, and then Tony got up like, enough of the gay banter. I was like, oh
Right.
my gosh.
And then the Triangle of Madness came after that.
Yeah, that's what I meant. They went after them too.
Yes, it's about time for somebody to make some attempt to put them in their place and do something about this situation because uh, or at least be a formidable foe to where they think twice about trying to attack them while they're in the middle of something else.
Yeah,
It's and like where's the triangle of madness going? I hate to keep saying it
yeah,
over and over, but it's like I don't have a problem necessarily with the group, but it's like where are they going? They seem to
yeah.
always be attacking people that don't have a title.
Right.
Like you attacking all these people. You got these people sitting here with these titles, and you're not attacking any of them.
Yeah,
It was like what are we doing? Where are we going? What's your purpose? So, but yeah, hopefully that'll work out. Um, the part of the Don Callis family, even though I joked that they are on the lower end of everything, bottom line, they they did their thing. It was a
yeah,
good
they do.
match.
Mhm.
Uh, um, Pack calling out Orange. I'm not feeling it.
He was like, he left. He left. He like, I guess so. I guess we're on because he just left and
Like, yeah, didn't actually wait on an actual answer from me.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, basically that was the intention. Pac was the bully in that situation. It's like, yes, we're doing this. I don't care about your feelings of if you want to do it, we're doing it. So,
hmm
but is there any matches that you think you would want to see? Any factions you would like to see break up?
Judgment Day.
About time. Took you long enough. I knew I'd bring
No,
you.
I liked them in the beginning when it was Rhea and Damien, but then once they left, it was kind of like, okay, come on.
I kept trying to, yeah, I kept trying to tell you that. Like, yes, no, this is not. There's nothing dark about this situation anymore. The name does not fit. They need to change the name, or they need to break it up.
Yeah, but
They're not Judgment Day. They're
and
not.
I also like my Dom Dom. So
um, until they find out if he can. be on his own completely, not in a faction, not with a used gimmick. I I reserve to see what is he capable of pulling off. Because at the end of the day, eventually you have to be able to pull off your own.
Yeah.
Everybody's had to do it. Roman had to do it. Rock had to do it. You have to find your own. Heck,
Yeah.
everybody got shocked by a person that hopefully you don't get mad at me bringing his name up. When Hogan went heel, that
Oh
threw
God, yeah.
that threw everything on its ear.
All
And the
that
sad part
trash
was
in the ring.
he, he didn't want to do it until he realized that they were going to do it without him. And it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, Hogan, we're doing it whether you want to do it or not. Oh, in that case, then yeah, I'm all in.
Yeah.
God, that story still kills me. That speaks to the ego. It's like, wait, so you didn't want to do it, but then you found out that they were going with Sting, and like, oh no, 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 ain't no need for that. I'm in.
Yeah. I got you. I got you.
Oh God, that is so human. That is so human of a situation. Um, People tend to act like that at times. It's like, you know, in certain situations. But yeah, I just he's definitely got the in-ring talent, but I want to see if he can do it. No, no, he's Eddie Guerrero. No, he's Ray's son. I want to see what he can do as Dom, character-wise.
Mm,
Wrestling, he's there. I support him. I'm down with it, but character-wise, I want to know that if he goes away from the um Eddie's my dad, that he's not gonna end up like Bronny. So,
yeah.
but yeah, another fun week talking wrestling.
Yeah, it is.
Uh, Sorry that you had the experience that you had
Oh,
with the meet and greets. Like I
that's
said I've been on both parts of both of those. When I was doing meet and greets, not necessarily for wrestling, but yeah, I've totally understand where you're coming from in terms
yeah.
of things not going as they were perceived to go. But is there anything that you're looking forward to next week? Obviously, we already know that we're not looking forward to um, not being able to see the pay-per-view live because of the time that it shows.
Yeah.
It's like no, I'm gonna be at work and it's on a Saturday, so
Yeah, I'm gonna be asleep.
yeah,
So
so I'll be
I
awake.
probably won't even wake up till like 9 o'clock. So
Yeah, I'll be awake. It's just I'll be like mentally, it's Saturday. I'll be mentally preparing for college football.
yeah,
So um, it's like yeah, got to keep those pay-per-views, got to keep them at their time, which obviously with them being in another country makes it hard to do that.
yeah,
So then that's when I have to pivot. I'm like, oh, okay. So that just means that I'll watch it when I get home.
yeah. Pretty much,
So,
pretty much.
but but yeah, this is another episode of Wrestle Kingdom. Uh, I am Dante Suave. Thanks again to Tasha Jones, and we will see everybody next week.
All right, bye.